We're currently in a study about the burdens that go on in your everyday life. And so last week we talked about worry, and we reminded ourselves from Matthew chapter 6 that Jesus tells us to stop worrying and start trusting. And so today I want to talk about dealing with stress in your life. Now, stress, I've got some good news for those of you who stress. That stress is at a 7-year low in our country. Most demographers who study our country say that stress per capita among our populace is at a 7-year low. But interestingly enough, a majority of your stress as an American falls into 4 separate categories. Number 1, money. We stress about money. We stress about some if we have enough, or some if we will have enough, or if we're maximizing it enough to extend our lifetime. It causes tremendous stress. Secondly would be work or our jobs. Some of us, you love doing what you're doing, and so you get up in the morning and you love it and you go to work, and you just wonder, in light of where technology is going and our economy is going, if this job that you love is even going to be there in 3, 5, 10 years. Some of you are the opposite end of the spectrum. You don't love your job. It's just a means to pay the bills and to make sure your kids can go to football camp and play soccer and be in the best schools, and so you stress about the reality of your job. I think thirdly, family. Family is something Americans stress about. You know, a wise man once said that there's 2 things in life that you can't choose. One is your neighbor. The other one is your family. We all have family members that we're just like, really, Lord? Really? Really? Finally, Americans stress about the future. They stress about the future. They look at what's going on in the world, and they look at what's going on in our country, and the vision and the volatility, and they worry about the future of their children. They see things on TV that they could never imagine happening, not in third world countries, but in our country. And we stress. Well, I want to encourage you today with 2 glorious truths in dealing with your stress. Number 1 is stressed, spelled backwards, is desserts. How good is our God in His providence? Informing the English language, our vernacular. He's telling you, hey, when time gets tough, don't have 1 dessert, have 2. 2. Secondly, you need to know that God has an answer for your burden. And so the one thing I want you to get for you walk out of here and do life is this. Jesus says to deal with your stress, you come, you take, and you learn from Jesus.